Strange Block Beats.
The sun sets red over ancient stone. Whispers of hope in the winds that moan. Yeah. 1,000 voices, a single song. Yeah. Can we hold on? Can we stay strong? Love each other, Israel, we all we got. Through the fire, through the pain, through the battles fought. When the world feels cold and the light seems fraught, deeper. Dreams grow wild where the shadows linger. Dreams grow wild where the shadows linger. The seed of peace in the heart is sown. Yeah. Together we rise. Together we toil. Through the storms, through the strife, we carry the spark of light. Love each other is real, we all we got. Through the fire, through the pain, through the battles fall. When the world feels cold and the lights seem frost, love each other is real, we all we got. A bridge of faith over waters wide. A promise kept through the longest night. Yeah. Hands together, hearts alive. The strength of one, the power combined.
Man, what's good with it, family? Big salute to the family. Giving all praise to the Most High Yah, who is worthy of praise, worthy to be exalted above all the heavens and the earth. In faith in our King Yahshua HaMashiach, who's soon to return and gather Israel out of captivity. To all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat, the CUC family, big salute to my brother Sham, Elder Beryl Wack, the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology. Elder Bro Tim did an awesome live tonight and the other day, straight fire. But the one he just did, I want to piggyback off of what Elder Bro Tim just did not too long ago. Now, I just want us to ask ourselves some questions about this ICE and what's going on with ICE. Now, we know that ICE deal with immigration, illegal violations, to detain, to deport. But you got to ask yourself, they doing more than detaining. They're actually killing people. So the question has to be asked, who trained ICE? What organization is they a part of? Who sent them out? Who deployed them? Who trained them? Where did they get they training of firearms in? They look like military personnel, the clothes they wear. Why do they look like that? Why are they shooting people down? I believe that the world has to go this way for the order out of chaos to take place. This is not by accident. I think this is bigger than immigration. I think this is also to implement either the Insurrection Act or martial law. Now, these are kind of related, but they are not the same. The Insurrection Act is not the same as martial law, even though they are related. I believe that this is coming. I believe it's coming, family. One of these two is coming. And that's when you're going to see the military. They didn't show you in movies. They didn't show you in The Siege. If you go watch the movie called The Siege with Bruce Willis and Denzel Washington, they showed you what's coming in the movie. And once Donald Trump implement martial law or the Insurrection Act, he's going to deploy the military. Now, Under the Insurrection Act, you still have your civil liberties. Under martial law, you don't got no rights. They go a little further than the Insurrection Act. Martial law, you don't got no rights. All your civil liberties are taken away, and everything become in the possession of the military. They did the same thing in the siege. If you haven't watched that movie, please do, family. Please watch the movie The Siege. It's gonna get ugly out here. This is like what? The third person they didn't shot? Maybe the fourth? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. There's no need for them to draw them weapons. The person they just shot, it was 9 people on one person. They didn't have to shoot that kid. Now, I'm advising Israel, y'all doing the right thing, family, and continue to do what you're doing, which is stay out the way. Don't engage these ICE officers. You ain't got to be disrespectful. You're trying to make it home to your family. Don't engage these people, man. Because I have seen that some of our people have been stopped by ICE. And they didn't look at their ID. And, you know, the brother kind of was cursing at them and stuff. And family, you ain't got to do all that. Give them your ID, go on about your business, go home to your family. They using deadly force. They pepper the video I just saw. They didn't have to pepper spray them people like that, throw them all on the ground, 10 people on what, 3 people? That's unnecessary, man. And then y'all shoot the kid. You already got him detained. All you got to do is put the handcuffs on him. You didn't have to shoot that kid. But they did shoot him. And guess what? He's dead. Now they got to go tell his family that their child is dead. So the point that I'm making, family, is that order out of chaos is coming. And whether it's Donald Trump or whoever it's going to be, but I think it's going to be Donald Trump. Trump trying to make it to where he stay in office. They didn't already said that. It's videos all on TikTok how Trump is trying to stay in office. And if he implement martial law, it's a wrap. It won't be no changing of no presidents. It won't be no changing of a president, family. It won't be no more elections. Once he deploy the military and they are in your streets and they take control, it's over. It's over, family. It's going to be straight chaos from that point on. We already seeing it right now. On the back of a dollar bill, what do it say? Ordo seclorum, order out of chaos. This is what they need, family, to implement that one world government. A new global structure, new currency. And Donald Trump is a part of it. Are some of you black people, you sitting up here thinking Trump for you? Is something wrong with you? Donald Trump is trying to erase all your history, and y'all sitting up and telling me I like Trump. Now, Trump not bothering us right now. Me and my brother Timothy Jacobs, we talk about this. He's not bothering us right now because Yah is in control of Trump, and he's the reason why Trump not bothering us. But eventually, family, they gonna come for us. I'm not talking about no ICE. I'm talking about this world. Satan is angry with the woman, family. Satan is angry with the woman, family. You the woman. The woman is Israel, the bride and wife of the Most High in Yahshua. Satan is angry with the woman. Satan don't care about nobody else but this woman. He don't want this woman to come back to the Most High Yah in faith in Yahshua. So Satan is after the woman. He don't care about the rest of these people right now. He wants that woman because that woman got the power to change the dynamics and demographics of the world through the truth of the Most High Yah and Yahshua. That's our job. And Satan know that. So Satan gonna go after the woman so the woman don't fulfill her obligations and do her duty as a servant of Yah, men and women. He want the woman, family. He want the woman to fall. If the woman fall, the world fall. If the woman rise up, the world gonna rise up. And Satan can't have it. So that's why the Most High have removed all these obstacles out of your way. Even Donald Trump, he don't bother you but he is trying to erase your history. He taking everything that our ancestors have done, he taking it down. But you know what, Donald Trump? It's already in our DNA. You can take the pictures down. It's embedded in my mind. I read books. I know what we have done. So you can try to take pictures down, but you can't erase what's in my mind. You can't erase the things I didn't read because my brain is a computer, partner, and it's all up here in my mind. So go and take the pictures down, Donald Trump. Knock down the museums. Go ahead and lie and talk about during the civil rights era, white people was getting treated just as bad. Boy, you a goofball. When y'all was getting treated bad? Y'all was doing all the mistreatment of a people. Nobody treated y'all bad during those civil rights era. Boy, you sound goofy. I got to show y'all some things, family. The first thing I want to show y'all is that Al Jazeera, somebody investigated ICE, and they found some things, family. And it is disturbing. Let me open up this window. But before I open up this window, welcome to a sword swinging session with your brother KJ. All right, let's get it. I want y'all to see this. One thing about Al Jazeera, what I love about that news station, is they give you facts. They're not like the American media, lie, manipulate, put out false narratives. Nuh-uh. Al Jazeera give it to you raw. So I know this article that I'm about to read, this is raw. I know it's the truth because Al Jazeera give it to you raw. They don't do like America. America be lying, manipulating the public. Not Al Jazeera, baby. Here we go. I want y'all to look at this. I'm going to go up a little bit. Look at this. It says, what ICE agents are taught how to use deadly force, invade lawsuits. Let me say that again. Al Jazeera did an investigation. What ICE agents are taught how to use deadly force, invade lawsuits. Let's go down a little bit. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me bring the screen in. My bad, y'all. There we go. It said investigative journalist Lala Hassan has uncovered evidence that shed light on ICE controversial training at a time when the agency faces scrutiny after Renee Nicole Good's killing in Minneapolis. Okay. Look how they dress, y'all. You heard, really picture this in your mind. These dudes look like military. They have on tactical gear. Look at the gun that this dude is holding. Like this don't look like no just regular, like a cop. So we know that they getting training from some high ups. Some private sectors, Homeland Security, private contractors, like when they hire mercenaries, militias. So these guys are trained, family. This is just not no ICE agents. These guys are trained. All right, let me go down. Here you go, family. Check this out. It say, in the week since United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement agent Jonathan Ross shot and killed Renee Nicole Goods in Minneapolis, Minnesota, another ICE agent shot a Latino man in the leg. According to the Department of Homeland Security. Now, this is who they're associated with. Homeland Security. Let's keep going. It's a Goods killing and the subsequent shooting has ignited a wave of calls and queries about whether ICE officers can be prosecuted. But the shooting in Minnesota are not outliers. And the history of ICE shootings shows that holding officers to account has been next to impossible. There y'all go. Listen to what I just said, what the article said. Holding them accountable is next to impossible. holding them accountable is impossible. Who these people associated with, family, to where they can kill and don't even get prosecuted? It's impossible to prosecute them. Let's go down. Here you go, family. Listen to this. I know, talking about how it's impossible to persecute them. He said, I know because I investigated the agency practices, obtaining documents that reveal how it operates and how its officers are trained to shield themselves from scrutiny and lawsuits. My 2024 investigation looked at 6 years of shooting informed by logs I obtained from the agency in a lawsuit. According to the Trace and U.S. outlet, tracking gun violence in the country, ICE agents shot at least 12 people this and last year. And from 2015 to 2021, ICE agents discharged a firearm at least 59 times, injuring 24 people and killing 23 others. Injuring 24 people and killing 23 others. Listen, they the ones injured 24 people and then they killed 23. I thought these people just supposed to detain and deport. Family, they out here killing. I thought they was immigrations and customs, supposed to involve themselves in the legal activity. Y'all see what's going on? Did y'all know that ICE don't supposed to use deadly force unless there's an imminent threat? Let me say that again. ICE do not supposed to use deadly force unless it's an imminent threat. So that means the boy that just shot, what was the imminent threat to use deadly force? It was 10 people on one person. What was the imminent threat to kill the kid? ICE works with private sectors, family. You will never know who they are. They get their training in Georgia with enhanced federal agents. Let me say it again. Enhanced federal agents who teach them how to use weapons, the tactical stuff. That's why I keep telling y'all, this is not just no regular, just ICE people. These people are heavily trained, family. And first, it was just deportation. Now it's killing people. And this is going to continue to cause more chaos until it's just spread across the four corners of the earth, where it's just order out of chaos, family. Because see, that's what America need. They need order out of chaos. You see what I'm saying? They cause the chaos, they bring the order. Because they need the world to be subject to them. So when they implement certain things, you fall right in line. And then they take away your civil liberties, all your so-called rights. That's martial law. I'm about to get to the Insurrection Act and the difference between insurrection and martial law. I'm going to get to it. But let me finish this. So whoever did this investigation on ICE, he found out that these people didn't discharge their firearm 59 times, injuring 24 people and killing 23 others. Let's keep going. He say, what is the likelihood of an ICE agent facing criminal charges by either federal or state agencies? Slim to none. Of the shootings I examined, resulted in an ICE agent behind indictment, even in cases where someone was killed. They just told you it is impossible to persecute them. He said, even when a person get killed, it's slim to none. They ain't going to trial. They're not getting indicted. It's a wrap, man. They can kill you, and that's it. Somebody gonna go tell your family your baby was killed, knock on the door. That's it. You can't sue them. You can't get nothing for, the damages that was caused. Nothing. Who giving them this power, y'all? That's why we always say the principalities in high places, Donald Trump don't run nothing. There is people higher than Donald Trump that put Trump in office, just like they put Obama, just like they put all your presidents. You know, these major families that we like to call, like the Rothschild, the Bilderbergs, the DuPonts, the Kennedys, all these families, that's who control the world, family. You know, the devil's children, Satan kids, children of the corn. It say, consider protecting law enforcement documents. The agency training documents on use of force and firearms are not made public. Sad, boy. Nor are the agency use of force policies. What informs how agents operate in the field has largely been spared from scrutiny, but I obtained documents that shed light on what training some ICE agents received from 2007 to 2010. It say though the documents may now be outdated, they offer the only insight apart from what little is available on the website of the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. Told y'all, they are getting their training from enhanced federal law enforcement training centers where ICE agents receive law enforcement training into what comprise use of force training for ICE agents. Look at these people. Just look at them. You know, they signing up to be a part of this, because I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Most people have a murderous mind. You give the wrong person a gun, he want to use it. He want to use it, family. That's why certain altercations end up in somebody losing their life, like road rage or the wrong look or bumping into somebody. They want to use these guns, man, because they want to shed blood. It's like a high. It's an emotional high. Some people shed blood, man, and they actually like it. It's like getting high to them. They're on cloud nine. Look how this dude dressed, man. This how military people look. It say agents are taught not to put themselves at unnecessary risk. According to one lesson in 2016, which is still available at Flinch, officers are allowed to react with force to the threat of violence and not just violence itself. Now that's big right there. Listen to what they just said again. They are allowed to react with force to the threat of violence and not just violence, like throwing a brick through a window. That means that it has to be an imminent threat against their life. But that's not what's happening, right, y'all? They are actually just killing people. Now, let's keep it real. That woman that died in Minnesota, you bumped one of the ICE agents with your vehicle, which was out of line. You should have never did that. But they shot this woman in the head, man. So the question has to be asked. Did he have to shoot her in the head when she was driving off? No, he didn't, family. He didn't have to shoot her in the head. He wanted to shoot her in the head. Did they have to shoot the brother that was shooting his gun in the air to bring in, the so-called New Year? They wanted to use deadly force. Did they have to shoot this person in the street on the video that we just saw on Elder Bro 10 platform? No, they didn't have to shoot him. They wanted to shoot him. They are using deadly force when there's not even an imminent threat on their life, because they know they are apart from all scrutiny. They not going to get indicted, prosecuted. Nothing going to happen to them. So they can kill you and nothing is going to happen, family. That's why I'm telling y'all, don't engage these people. They are trained to kill. They won't even tell you what they get their training from. They won't even put out there what is the use and the policies of force or deadly force they can use. Nobody really knows because they work for private contractors. So if you really want to call these dudes outside of immigration law enforcement, we can call these dudes mercenaries. They come, they get you, they detain you, they handle you any kind of way. You get out of line, pop, 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 pop. You gone. It say the lesson describes the following as a myth. Deadly force can only be used as a last resort. Establishing that policy and law are not the same. The lesson goes on to say, the law requires officers to use objectively reasonable force, not the minimal force. Giving a warning or using minimal force or all other forms of force before shooting, the training said, could create an unnecessary risk for the officers. So why they not following what this guy looked up? That's not what's happening. They're using deadly force before anything else. It say in an updated set of quizzes with more than 100 questions, one multiple choice question posed an officer in training asks what action for the use of force continue. Guideline detailing stages of escalating force law enforcement can use. They would have to apply before using deadly force. They will have to apply before using deadly force. The answer is none. Deadly force can be initiated immediately. Don't engage them, family. I'm telling you. Even if they stop you, just go ahead and go, yes, sir, no, sir. Give me your ID, go on about your business. Because they doing people out here dirty. I'm talking dirty. I mean, the way they throwing people on the ground, the way they pepper spraying people, punching people in their face. That kid they shot, man, they were punching them all in the head and kicking them and everything. And then shot them after they did all that. It was 10-on-1 and they were punching them, kicking them, then shot them. That kid dead, gone. And we already know Trump done already said that he giving police officers all immunity. Ain't nobody going to jail if you're a cop. So if you kill somebody and you a cop, hey, you ain't going to jail. You ain't even going to trial. Trump say, we're going to make it to where our officers can do their job without feeling threatened by being persecuted and going to prison. And y'all like this, man. Y'all talking about Trump. Boy, what more can I say? The man is a base man, a goofball. He ain't bothering us right now. But eventually, they coming for Jacob. I ain't talking about no ICE agents coming for Jacob. I'm talking about the world coming for Jacob. He said, you should be hated for my name's sake by all nations. We bear his name. We waking up too fast. It's scaring the world. They're going to turn on Jacob. It's called Jacob's trouble. So the Most High giving you some room to get your house in order, to get your mind right, to get your family right, to prepare yourself. So when all hell break loose, you prepare to withstand whatever they throw at you. Because it is coming, family. One day we're going to wake up and it's going to be chaos everywhere. And it's going to be civil unrest in the streets. And people going to turn on people. They're going to kill people. They're going to break into people's homes, taking their resources that they build for their family to survive and withstand however long this is going to stand. But the Bible saying the Apocrypha, they're going to go in people's houses, ravening their houses, taking their goods. He says a time appointed for this, family. It's called the hour of temptation that should come upon all the world to try them that dwell on the earth. Why we need to be tried, Lord? Because we got to see if we fit for the kingdom. A lot of people do a lot of talking, how much they love Yah. Oh, I love Christ. I love Jesus. I love Yahshua. Well, guess what? He finna put it to the test. Most of our people is going to take that mark of the beast. You know why? Because they blinded by the world. And they're going to be so afraid, so scared that they can't eat, that they're going to take that mark. A lot of y'all that's already withstanding every obstacle that's thrown at you since you've been in this awakening, you not going to take that mark. You will never take that mark because your faith is in Yahshua and you believe everything the Most High told you that he will deliver, family. And we believe that with all our heart, soul, and mind. So we were not taking anything. But what about our brothers and sisters who don't have no strong faith? What about them who put their trust in man? Like, look at all our people that go to church. They go to church listening to lying preachers every Sunday. So they preachers are going to tell them, man, go ahead and take that mark of the beast. Just like your preacher was telling you to take that Kool-Aid shot. And a lot of our people went and listen to your preacher. You listen to your politician. And you went and took it. And a lot of our people perish for a lack of knowledge. Because they was afraid. That Kool-Aid shot even disrupted close families and friends, husbands and wives. So that showed you what family would do to you in a time of adversity. They would cast you to the side, man. Family wasn't even talking to each other if you did not take the Kool-Aid. You couldn't even go in a house if you did not take the Kool-Aid. Husbands and wives was getting divorced because the one or the other didn't take the Kool-Aid. What you think they're gonna do to you when it's time to take the mark of the beast? If they can treat you like that and you they family because you refuse to put some in your body, what you think they gonna do to you when the mark of the beast comes? They gonna give you up to be killed because it was so easy for them to cast you away like trash because you wouldn't put the Kool-Aid in your body. So they told you, you can't get in my car. You can't come in my house. They wouldn't even talk to you no more because you wouldn't put that poison in your body. They got mad at you because they did it and you didn't want to do it. And because you were smart, you did your research. They didn't do no research. Now they mad at you and now y'all ain't even close no more. All over something you refuse to put in your body. What you think they're going to do to you when the mark of the beast comes? They're going to give you up. Because it's going to be so easy to give you up because they don't have no faith. Just like they didn't have enough faith to believe you when you told them, don't put that in your body. Don't listen to that, Dr. Fucci. And they did it anyway because Dr. Fucci know more than our Most High Yah. That's the end of this article, family. I'll just read a little bit more. And then that's going to be it. It say, none of the documents I reviewed mention de-escalation. Oh my God. Hold on. Whoa. Stop. You mean to tell me when you was doing your investigation, none of the documents you reviewed, sir, mentioned de-escalate? Oh, that's why they escalating everything. The Department of Homeland Security, the federal body, is in charge of ICE. Oh. Customs and Borders Protection and other federal law enforcement bodies has a use of force policy that was amended in 2023 following an executive order issued by Joe Biden administration. These presidents are stupid, every last one of them. They just dumb. They base men. I'm telling you, they are dumb. That's why the shadow government, you know, the ones behind the scene, they put them in office to overlook the corporation because they dumb. They don't got no respect for them. No president have power. They talking about they the most powerful man in the world, but y'all just say anything. I'm talking about you Republicans, you Democrats, your politicians. Politics are stupid. It's just tricks for kids. They say Trump the most powerful man on the earth, just like they said Obama was. Boy, man couldn't even pass nothing. How y'all powerful? You can't even make decisions outside of Congress. You should be able to just do what you want, right? Like Vladimir Putin, he do what he want. The Pope, he can do what he want. Your president can't do nothing he want. That man sign all kind of executive orders. That man ain't gonna even be implemented until 2030. And then the next president can come and veto it. And man, get that out the way. We ain't dealing with that. Like how Trump got rid of all the Democratic policies they put in place when it come to like food stamps, Medicaid, and all that. Trump said we getting rid of everything that the Democrats stand for. It's all trash. That's what he said. So y'all see what I mean? Come on, man. They ain't got no power, family. No power at all. No president have power. He said a policy, which is the most recent, outlined mandatory training on de-escalation as part of an annual training on each agency's respective use of force policy. The annual training is also meant to include related legal updates, and discretion is used deadly force at least then lethal force. And discretion is using deadly force and less than lethal force. Hold on. And discretion is using deadly force and less than lethal force. The policy states that the training must be recorded, but whether or not the officer had actually received this annual training, both before and after the amendment of the policy, is unclear. So nobody really knows. Nobody really knows, family. So while ICE is running around doing what they doing, there ain't nothing really that you can go read and really just understand how they operate. But wherever they getting their power from, it's somebody way bigger than Trump. You know why I say that? Man, they can't even go to court. You can't even sue these people. You can't even file a lawsuit against them for wrongful death or negligence. Nothing. Nothing. Let's get out of here, man. Let's get out of here. I want to show y'all this now. I want to show you the difference between the Insurrection Act and martial law. Insurrection and martial law. So let me just go down a little bit. I just want to read this to my family. What is the Insurrection Act? Because I want to show you what the Pentagon said. And they just said this on Wednesday, January the 21st. So let's see what they said. Okay, here we go. Check this out, family. So let me just bring the window in close. Right here. There we go. Okay. Let me see. Y'all see what this said at the top? The Pentagon orders more active duty soldiers to prepare for deployment in Minnesota. Pentagon orders more active duty soldiers to prepare for deployment in Minnesota. Oh, they want the military down there now. Y'all see what this leading up to, family? If you're really just paying attention, this is leading up to something real big, family. That once it happened, it is not going back. Ain't no going back, family. So while we looking at what's going on with the immigration, the immigrants, let's prepare ourselves and get our house and our mind right. Because when this hit the fan, and it will hit the fan, it's coming. It's going to be all out chaos. And this is what they want, though. This is what they want, family. So we are not ignorant of Satan devices. This is what they want. We know what's coming. Let me go down. It says right here. Let me go back up. Hold on. Okay, here we go, y'all. I'm going to just read a little bit of this. It say Hundreds more active duty soldiers have been given orders to prepare for possible deployment in Minnesota amid ongoing tensions and concern that Donald Trump may invoke the Insurrection Act to squash anti-immigration enforcement protests. So Trump is thinking about implementing the Insurrection Act. Now, what is the difference between the Insurrection Act and martial law? Well, we all know that the Insurrection Act and martial law, sometimes people get them confused. Insurrection Act is deploying the military domestically, but they differ significantly in legal basis, authority, and scope. The Insurrection Act is a specific status that permits the military to assist with law enforcement while civilian government remains in place, whereas martial law involves the military replacing civilian government entirely. Y'all see that? So the Insurrection Act, civil liberties are still intact. Martial law, you ain't got no civil liberties. The military takes over everything. Don't you know if they invoke martial law, they can take over your crops, your house, your land, your business, everything. The Insurrection Act ain't like that. Even though both deploy the military, but Insurrection Act is to restore order. And when martial law come, man, they gonna take everything. I'm talking about they take over everything. You have no control over nothing. Zip zero, nothing. Let me go back and read a little bit more of this. It said the Pentagon has ordered members of an Army military police brigade based out of Fort Bragg in North Carolina to be on standby. Sources familiar with the matter told MS Now. The Independent has contacted the Pentagon for comments about the reports of further preparation orders. A spokesman told MS Now, "We have nothing to announce at this time, and any tips about this is pre-decisional. The outlet reported that at least a few hundred soldiers was given the prepared to deploy orders on Tuesday. It comes after previous reports that roughly 1,500 active duty soldiers were preparing for possible deployment in Minneapolis and other Minnesota cities following the protests in the wake of the fatal shooting of Renee Nicole Good. So y'all see what's going on? That this is what's going to happen that I think. ICE going to continue to go around doing what they do, detaining people, and they're going to continue to be gunning down people, and it's going to continue to cause more civil unrest, more protests, and then they're going to send the National Guard or the military out there, and just hell going to break loose, family. I'm telling you, man, it's going to break loose, family. Y'all see the different stages, like a woman who have birth pains, that every year it get worse and worse. It get worse and worse. We ain't see no ICE agents when Obama was in office, because it wasn't the time, because he was for all that immigration and letting people come over here. Joe Biden, he was for all that. Boy, when Trump got in office, he wanted everybody up out of here. That's when we start seeing ICE agents. But at first, we wasn't hearing about no shootings, right? They were just detaining people and taking them to wherever they was taking them so they could send them back home. Then all of a sudden, we start hearing about people getting gunned down. That's where we at now, family. It's not going to stop, family. This won't be the last shooting that we hear about. This won't be the last shooting that we hear about, family. So that's why I'm telling you, Israel, you just continue to stay out the way and do what y'all been doing, which is serving the Most High Yah, having faith in Yahshua, reading your scriptures, getting your mind right, getting your house in order, and preparing your house for what's coming. That's our job. And continue to teach, and continue to reach, and continue to walk in the fruits of the Spirit. That's our job, family. I don't got nothing to do with what Trump doing. I ain't got nothing to do with what's going on with the other nationalities of people. Because I'm going to tell you like this. When we was going through what we was going through, when they was gunning us down when Obama was in office, we died under the hand of Obama I mean, boy, it was just terrible the way they was gunning down our young people. And nobody said nothing, family. They told us we must have did something wrong. What he did before he pulled the gun out. So now this happening to them, and now they looking for sympathy and empathy and mercy from us when we stand out the way. Now they mad because we won't go march. Now they mad because we won't go protest. Now they mad because we saying that's y'all business. They ain't got nothing to do with us. But when my people die, black men, women, and children, even our elderly and the elderly men and women, nobody bat an eye. The first thing they do is blame us for our own death. They blame us for getting killed by law enforcement. Because let me tell y'all something. If ICE was doing that to us, you know what they'll tell us? ICE need to get them out of here. They ain't nothing but a bunch of niggas and a pack of wolves and monkeys. They just wild in the jungle. All they do is kill, rob, steal. See, if that was us, the whole world would be against us saying all type of derogatory things. That's good they doing that to them Negroes. Look how they live. Look where they live at. All they do is kill, rob, steal. But now since it's happening to y'all, now y'all crying on videos saying, where's the love and the sympathy? Nobody ever showed Negroes love. They just gonna keep this real right now. You ain't never showed us no respect or no love. So now, since this not happening to us, because our Elohim is giving us a room of space, now y'all want us to come out there and die for y'all. Do that make any sense? Would you die for us? No, you wouldn't die for us. So why you want me to put my life on the line for you? Anybody with common sense know if you coming from, and guess what? All y'all immigrants, Donald Trump an immigrant, y'all immigrant, every last, we not no immigrants. We was bought here as slaves. Built the country for everybody to enjoy. Built your vineyards, your houses. Built your freeways and your train tracks. Red light, green light, yellow light. Built all that for you. And y'all got the audacity to tell us that it is wrong and sad that we sitting on the sidelines. That's how I know you don't got no understanding of history. Well, it should be all our fight. No, partner, don't try to make it be all our fight now. That ain't my fight. Because if we're going to keep it real, some of y'all are out there engaging the ICE officers. Just leave them men alone because you're going to lose your life, man. You better come read these articles. They going to kill you, and ain't nobody getting sued. Ain't nobody going to jail. They're going to move on with and go arrest the next victim, and your mom and daddy going to be burying you. Only your mom and daddy going to remember what you did. Nobody ain't going to tell you that you was a martyr and gave your life up for something that was good. Boy, if I'm going to die, I don't want to die in vain. I want to die for the Lord if I'm going to die. I want to die for something righteous. I don't want to just be dying because I'm trying to fight an ICE officer. That don't make no sense to me. That's a vain death. I don't want to die that way. So I don't engage police at this age. I want to engage an ICE officer. I give my ID, yes sir, no sir, and go on about my business so I can make it home. Y'all protesting, you engaging ICE, you're doing things, you're running up on these men. They pepper spraying you in the eye, throwing you on the ground, punching you, kicking you, and then they shooting you. Shouldn't that tell you something? They ain't going to jail, man. It's sad that anybody die. I'm not mocking nobody's death. I don't care what nationality they are. It's sad that they died. But I want y'all to know something about Yah. Nothing don't happen for nothing, fam. Remember that about Yah. Do anything fall to the ground without him knowing about it? The answer is no. So whatever happened on this earth, Yah and Yahshua is in control. He say, I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. I do all these things. So nothing don't happen for nothing, family. And like Imam told me one time, we don't know how these people be living when they die. We just look at it and say that's sad, but you don't know what Yah saw when they died. And that was cold because we don't know. So we say things are sad because we see somebody dying. But Yah is looking at it different than how we looking at it because Yah know how you're living. So when certain things happen to people, It ain't always because you did wrong. Sometimes things happen by chance. Sometimes you just at the wrong place at the wrong time. And guess what? Y'all put it in all our spirit. When something not right, he let you know. It's just that we rebellious and we still go to places where we shouldn't go when he didn't put it in your spirit. Because you actually told yourself, man, some telling me not to go and you still went. Like my partner, my partner Lackey, I went to school with. When I was in high school, his nephew used to always come and watch me play basketball. He really admired the way I played basketball. This was a good kid, man. Very smart, on his way to college, doing good. I know this kid was going to be something great in life. He was just a good kid. I get the news that he went to a party. They started shooting in the crowd. He said, man, my back burning, man. They looked at his back, boy shot in the back. He died. This was a good kid, family, but he died. Wrong place at the wrong time. Some things happen by chance. He shouldn't have been at that party, man. He shouldn't have been at the party with the large crowds, because that's when all bad things happen, family. Because I'm telling you, when you go to places where you know it's trouble, you looking for trouble because trouble gonna come. What if they start shooting and you get hit? You know you ain't supposed to be there. And why are you there if you need a gun? That ain't the place you need to be, man. You got to have a gun to go to the club. You don't need to go to that club. I thought you was going there to have a good time. What you packing a gun for? Because you know this is a place where drama happened at. So why go? Why put your life in danger? This boy died. That broke my soul when I heard about this boy nephew. This was a good kid, man. Shot in the back. Shot in the back. Out of all people out there, he got hit in the back. Out of all the people out there, the one that was on his way, he the one died. So family, let me just say this again. The Insurrection Act is a federal law originally passed in 1807 that authorizes the president to deploy active duty military or National Guard troops within the United States to suppress civil unrest, insurrection, or rebellion. Okay, that's Insurrection Act, right? Don't y'all know that he also can implement the Posse Comitatus Act? That's when you can use civilians to also do some things. And we know if you give white people the power, they gonna kill. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. That is the facts. They do it all the time. You be minding your business. Police come and harass you. Who come help the police put knees all in your back? A white civilian? White man, he just want to be a hero. So if Trump was to implement the Posse Comitatus Act, bro, they can give civilians the authority to do what ICE doing. And you know you don't need white people with that type of power, because they gonna kill, family, because they love killing. They love shedding blood. So I'm just putting it out there that these things could be implemented, family, and I believe they will, whether it's martial law or whether it's the Insurrection Act. One or the other. Now, we need to understand this. What is martial law? The definition of martial law is the temporary replacement of civilian authority. You see that? It didn't say that with the Insurrection Act. It just said in the Insurrection Act, they're supposed to come and restore, peace. Martial law, they ain't coming to restore nothing for your behind. They coming to take over. Let me show you. Martial law, the definition is a temporary replacement of civilians' authority by military authority, usually declared during extreme emergency like invasion or total breakdown of order. It is much broader than the Insurrection Act. It can involve the suspension of habeas corpus, the right to a court of hearing, imposition of curfew, censorship of the media, and the trial of civilians in military tribunal. The media and the trial of civilians in military tribunals. Unlike the Insurrection Act, martial law has no specific signal or statutory definition and is generally understood as the inherent, though legally ambiguous, power. So Trump can invoke either or the other, but the martial law one is the worst one because they're going to go further than the Insurrection Act. They're going to take over everything, your business. They can take over your land. They can kick you out your house. They can do whatever they want if we get a military that type of power. And even if you implement the Insurrection Act, it's still going to be bad because you don't want the military, hey, go in the house, get off the porch. Because they get to walking down your streets. Family, y'all know what all this is going to turn deadly. I'm sorry, family. We just got to keep it real. It is, family. It is. The Most High is setting the stage, family. It's going to be a lot of bloodshed. But I'm praying for you that no bloodshed come to you. No bloodshed come to our people. We done been through enough. We done been through enough. The heathens are about to really understand what fear look like. Because see, all they civil liberty is going to be taken from them. And they ain't going to be able to handle that. That's why they going to go crazy. That's why I'm telling you, you don't need them with power. Because once they see the country fall and the economic structure is gone of America and they implement a new structure and white people are subject to that structure where they don't got no civil liberties no more. Because see, white people bank their money on this so-called American dream where they can move where they want, go where they want, go to vacation, eat at nice places. They got their businesses. They live in nice houses and all that's going to get taken away. They're going to be the first crash outs. It's the Caucasian race. They're going to crash out. And who they going to turn their guns on? Each other? Nope. They're going to be so mad at us from them losing everything that they're going to try to do exactly what they did in the movie The First Purge. Come to our neighborhoods and try to take us out. But it ain't going to work though. Because y'all going to fight for you. Y'all going to take them out. Y'all going to take them out, family. So that's why I say it's good to look, just certain things up to understand where we at. And I believe that martial law is coming. I think Trump would rather implement martial law than the Insurrection Act because Trump don't want to leave office. He only got 3 more years? This is 2026. He got 3 more years. That's 2029? Lord said the same. Will we even make it there? Only y'all knows. Only y'all sure don't even know. Only y'all know when he gonna send his son back. The point that I'm making though is that this man only got 3 more years. You don't see how fast Trump moving to implement a lot of things? Because see, BRICS is getting rid of the dollar, man. They got a new currency. They even got a way to pay through BRICS. Trump is losing his wits because he say that anybody try to get rid of the dollar, he gonna put 100% tariffs on them. Because Trump know this. If they get rid of that dollar and they have their own currency, America is finished. It's over. It is over. It's gonna collapse, family. Which is already on the verge of collapsing now. But see, I listen to the masterminds of the economists, the men who know the money and the structure of the stock market and all. I listen to them because this they structure, and they gonna tell on each other because they losing power. And when white people lose power, they get to snitching on each other and start telling the secrets. Because these secrets don't benefit them no more. Because now they understand now that there are world powers behind powers that run everything that's making their life harder than what it used to be 50 years ago. When y'all look at TikTok videos, who on those videos crying? White people. Who crashing out? White people. They crashing out, family. Because they see the American dream is over with. The American structure is changing under Trump. And then they say Trump did not keep his promises. No president keep his promises, man. Well, Trump did keep his promise. He said he was going to get these people out of here, and he did. He did, fam. He did keep his promise. No other president did. I mean, Trump, boy, when he said, when I get in office, first thing I'm doing is deporting all these people out of here. But see, we got to deal with knowledge and wisdom and don't get caught up in politics, but still deal with wisdom and knowledge. What do I mean? When those people was allowed over here, when Biden and Kamala, when they sent them people over there to our communities, that affected our people livelihood. So anything that's going to affect my people, get them away from my people. That's my motto. It affected our people business. It affected where they live. It affected their jobs. It affected the money. They was giving these people $18,000 a month, bro. Food stamps, room and board. And our people over there struggling in Chicago. And y'all gonna say that it's wrong that Trump is sending these people back home? Why they won't just build in their homeland? Why they got to come over here off the backs of other people who worked hard and been here all their life? And then they just come over here and get $18,000 a month when you can't even get nothing. You think that's right? So yeah, you get them up out of here, especially away from my people. See, I deal with reality, not emotions. So somebody will probably say, that boy's a man, the guy can't you to be talking. He just talking about get them immigrants up out of here. Yep, because it affected my people. Get them out of here. Or send them somewhere else, away from my people. If you can just get them away from my people, you don't got to send them away. Just send them away from my people, though. Because anything that affecting the black man, woman, and child, it affects us all. They told us we were lazy, we don't deserve no money, and they just came from another country, running from another country, and got the audacity to open their mouth against the black man, woman, and child, which are the real Israelites. So like I said before, I believe that Trump is about to implement the Insurrection Act, but let me just read one more thing. Let me read one more thing. Just one more thing. Hold on. I'm going to read one more thing for y'all. That's why I said, family, that the time that we living in is the greatest time. Because our ancestors wish they was living in this time, but they don't get to see it, but you get to see it. See, I'll be the rebel because I'm going to speak the truth. And the truth is unpopular at times. I'm not going to speak the feelings and emotional stuff to give you a high. Oh, man, that was so good and make people feel good because it sounds good. Now, partner, not KJ. I'm going to say what you don't want me to say. I'm going to say the unpopular thing to say because it's the truth. Get these people away from my people. It affected my people in Chicago. It affected my people everywhere you put them in our communities. And I see what y'all did. Y'all didn't put them in other communities with other Hispanics, Latinos, Mexicans. You sent them right over there to where we was. And you got the audacity to be asking us why we want these people away from us. That's why, because it affected our people's economics. And the mayor in Chicago, he's black, but he's a coon. He don't care about his people in Chicago. They called that boy, say boy, get up there and get them niggas down at that boy. Yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir, boss. Let me open up this window. Too much compassion can get you killed. I'm going to keep saying it. Too much compassion can get you killed, fam. Stop trying to be Captain Saver, Israel. You're always trying to stand in the gap and getting in the way of other people's turmoil. And you don't even know that Yah is doing this to benefit you, but you getting in the way of Yah's plans for you. Because you want to be friendly all the time. Because we've been brainwashed to believe that we always have to try to help everybody else before we help ourselves. There's a video going around where this white guy and this black kid did an experiment. They both act like they was blind. All the black people grabbed the white boy hand and allowed the white boy to grab them, and they walked with him and guided him as he walked with the stick, because he was doing an experiment that he was blind. All the white people allowed the white boy, all the black people allowed the white boy to grab their arm. When the black kid was trying to grab the black people and the white people, they ran from the black kid. The black kid couldn't grab nobody, not one person, black or white. And that experiment just shows you how they feel about us as a people. This kid was doing an experiment that he was blind, and they wouldn't even let this kid. Guess who let the black boy grab him? A little black girl. Do not the Bible say, and children should lead them out of the mouth of babies? I see why y'all deal with babies. The old generation, our generation, generations before us, you're too stout-hearted. Your mind already made up. You tell a child anything, they're going to believe it. That's why you got to be like a baby, like a kid. They're going to believe you. They would not let that black kid grab their arm. That experiment was powerful because it just showed you the reality of society. So why you won't deal with reality? I'm going to deal with reality. And too much compassion can get me killed. I'm not getting in the way of nobody's turmoil. I'm worrying about my folk. Because when it all go bad, everybody going to go back to where they come from, and everybody going to only be worried about their own kind while Negroes trying to save everybody. And that compassion that you're trying to show going to get you killed. Because when it all crash and go down, these are not your friends. They going to show you just how you they enemy that you are. How you doing, sir? I got my wife and my kid right here. We just a little bit hungry. Wanted to know, did you have, maybe some bread? And next thing you know, he put a gun to your head because you being friendly. Instead of telling him like they did on Sinners. Hey, boy, you get down there to the white Jew joint. You're right down there, and you go among your own folk. We're living in a time where you got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Let's deal with this real quick, then I'm going to get up out of here. Let's bring this in a little bit. Okay, this is martial law. I read the Insurrection Act. What is the difference? It's a martial law is the replacement of civilians' government by military rule and the suspension of civilian legal process for military powers. Martial law can continue for a specific amount of time or indefinitely. There y'all go. And the standard civil liberties may be suspended. Say that again, KJ. And standard civil liberties may be suspended. See, it didn't say that with the Insurrection Act. It didn't say nothing about your civil liberties can be suspended. But under martial law, they can. And this can happen indefinitely. So if this happened, Trump ain't going nowhere. So that's why I'm thinking he might implement it just so he can stay in office. Who knows, family? Only the Most High knows. It says or indefinitely. And standard civil liberties may be suspended for as long as martial law continues. Most often, martial law is declared in times of war or emergencies, such as civil unrest and natural disasters. Alternatively, martial law may be declared in instances of military coups. So I believe this is what Trump gonna implement if it's continued to be civil unrest, if ICE continue to kill people. And I'm telling you, bro, I mean, people might start arming themselves and shooting back at these people. We don't know. I advise you not to do that, but the heathen gonna do what he want to do. So let him do what he want to do, because that's what he wanted to do. See, the heathen like shooting guns. A heathen to shoot a cop. I'm serious. Like they would just shoot a police officer. They do not care. So if they'll shoot a cop, what you think they'll do to you? They don't got no regard for no cop. I seen a dude, white man, get out the car with an AR-15, shoot the cop 10 times, and then shot him in the head. And drove off with the police car. A white man. The cop couldn't get to his gun fast enough. He shot the cop by 10 times, man. And then when he was walking to go get in his car, shot him again in the head, family. What you think they'll do to you? Or do to us? Do to me? That's why I'm telling y'all, get out the way, man. You can't save nobody. Let Yah bring judgment and stop trying to get in his way, for he judged your behind for getting in the way. Everything that's happening on this earth is for your benefit, and you fighting against your benefit. Yah is trying to deliver you and remove all obstacles out the way, and you getting in the way. Who do that? Fight the right fight and stop trying to fight all fights, because all fights ain't your fight. Just like people gonna let you know when you out there fighting, and when you was marching and you was out there asking for justice, no peace, they let you fight your fight and said that's the Negro fight. They ain't got nothing to do with us. That's his problem. So let their problem be their problem. It's only right, family. It's only right, family. It's just a matter of time for it all kick off, family. Like I said before, we don't do this to put fear in our people. We do this that you may prepare your mind. The time is coming, family. You about to be delivered, and I want to be delivered. So I'm not getting in the way of Yah's judgment. I'm not getting in the way of whatever disasters he bring. I am hiding in my chambers, like he said. Go in your chamber, Israel, until the indignation of the Lord overpass. Go in your chambers, Israel. Get out the streets. Stop trying to march and fight other people's fights. They're going to get you first. They're going to pick you out first, Negro. Hold on, family. Yeah, that's right. Even though that's Asher, man, please don't come over here with that. Stephanie, all due respect, and I say this respectfully, because over here at the CUC, we like to help people. We ain't gonna bash you. We ain't gonna disrespect you. But I will advise you to don't regurgitate the things that you hear. That is not Asher. Asher is not no Venezuelans. I don't know who told you that. Maybe you believe in the 12 tribe chart. The chart is a lie, a bold-faced lie. Okay? I advise you to do your own due diligence. I can tell you it's a lie. I also can show you it's a lie, but that's not the time and the place on this lie. Venezuelans are not the tribe of Asher. They got Ephraim and Manasseh on a 12 tribe chart as two separate tribes, and they only represent one tribe, which is Joseph. So you see how the 12 tribe chart, they don't got Dan on there. Where's Dan? That's too many tribes if you put Ephraim and Manasseh on there. So you need Joseph on the tribe, not Ephraim and Manasseh. Joseph, Dan, Levi, Benjamin, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Judah, Simeon. Joseph is the original 12, not Ephraim and Manasseh. So when you just said that Asher is Venezuelans, no, it's not. No, it's not, man. Mexicans, Hispanics, and Native Americans are not Israelites. I'm sorry. You've been lied to, man. So I advise you to do your own due diligence. You say how to prepare your house? Well, number one, you need to be right with Yah. Number two, you need to have faith in Yahshua. Number 3, you need to get the things that's sufficient for your house when it all go bad. But if you ain't right with Yah, I don't care how you prepare your house. If you don't got faith in Yahshua, I don't care how you prepare your house. As far as buying food and thinking that's going to sustain you, man, y'all going to let somebody come in there and ramsack that thing. I mean, he don't know you. You ain't got no relationship with him, so whatever happened to you going to happen. So how to prepare your house is be right with Yah and be right with Yahshua and teach your family the word and be right in spirit and in truth and walk in the fruit of the spirit and repent. That's how you prepare your house. That's how you prepare your house. You got to repent and you got to get right with Yah. Yeah, family, but I always advise people, and I always say this. I always say this with love and respect. A lot of people are regurgitators, family. They don't ask questions. They make bold statements. And then when I show them what they saying not right, it's like their feelings get hurt. I'm not here to hurt your feelings. I'm here to tell you the truth. Asher is not no Venezuelans. The 12 tribe chart is not real, is fake, is made up. You can't tell what tribe I come from. I can't tell what tribe you come from. A matter of fact, Issachar, Dan, Naphtali, Reuben, Simeon, they are all scattered on the continent of Africa. Even remnants of Judah is still on the continent. None of the 10 tribes is on that 12 tribe chart. They are all on the continent of Africa. And I got the information. I didn't show it before. I ain't about to show it right now. But I showed people where the 10 tribes were scattered at in 7 different countries in Africa. Reuben, Gad, Dan. Matter of fact, Dan is the Phalashian Jews of Ethiopia. They called them the wandering Jews of Ethiopia. All you got to do is get a book called Operation Moses and Solomon. You're going to find out who the tribe of Dan is, which are the Phalashian Jews of Ethiopia, are the wandering Jews of Ethiopia. That's Dan. You know, the ones they uplifted to the so-called state of Israel? Ethiopians was treating them like dirt. That's why they called them the wandering Jews, because they weren't in their homeland. So they are wandering Jews. Hey, man, I understand. Humble presidents. I understand, bro. Because like I said before, anything that's affecting our people, it is what it is, man. Get them away from my people because it's affecting my people. That's it. That's it. Get them away from my people, bro. And anybody who say they voted for that, I ain't mad at you. Because I'm telling you, when them people came over here, bro, they was being so disrespectful. They was actually breaking in our people's homes, breaking in their cars, causing fights with our people. And then people gonna talk about that's wrong that y'all wanted these people to be deported. Man, you must have lost your mind, bro. You didn't see what these people was doing to our people when they let them come over here? Stop it, man. Too much passion can get you killed. There's a time for everything, man. Okay, Judah, we just need to love everybody. We ain't in a time of love. This the time of war. I love what y'all love. I love what Yahshua love. I don't deal with that emotional talk. Let you love everybody. Everybody don't love Israel. Everybody don't love our Elohim. So I love what y'all love. And if you love Yah and you hate his people, you don't love Yah. Now that black people are delineating and getting out the way, everybody mad at the black man and woman and child. Oh, that's wrong that you Negroes sitting out and y'all won't fight for nobody. Yeah, nobody fight for us. So what we gonna fight for you for? Fight for yourself. Matter of fact, where your people at? They should be fighting with. Why y'all calling on our people and you ain't even calling on your own people? Why are you calling on black celebrities, but you ain't calling on your own celebrities, your Latino celebrities, your Hispanic celebrities, your Mexican celebrities? Do they make any sense? You trying to get us killed, dog? And we ain't going for it this time around. We didn't fought for everybody. We didn't stood in the gap for everybody. We didn't pleaded for everybody. We didn't cry when your babies died. We felt bad for you. No, none of that no more, man. Because this the time of war. This ain't the time for peace. I see destruction coming everywhere. Where's the peace? There is no peace to the wicked, man. Let's get out of here, man. Do anybody have any questions, family? I just wanted to come show y'all the difference between the Insurrection Act, martial law, and I believe that Trump is going to implement it. I don't know when. I don't know how. But I'm telling y'all, these ICE agents are going crazy. And they not going to stop, family. This is not going to stop, family. Did y'all just hear about what Trump did to the Cubans? One of my co-workers, he can't even work at my company no more because he Cuban. They got all them people up out of there. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. They got them all up out of the company. Hundreds of thousands. People that been there 10 years. Do y'all not see what y'all doing? Y'all say everybody should return back to their homeland. Y'all is sending everybody back home. And y'all gonna deliver us out of this place and take us home. Trump then suspended the Cubans being over here too. And guess what? The Somalians, all y'all. Trump is getting all y'all up out of here. Don't y'all know, and I got to keep it real, and we got to keep it real because we family and we need to talk. I don't understand, and I'm going to speak the real what I'm about to say. We in America, and they call us Black Americans. We Israelites, though. I've been trying to figure out, what is it with the Jamaicans, the Haitians, the Puerto Ricans? I'm talking about you Afro-Puerto Ricans. All you Latin countries in Latin America. What is y'all mamas and daddies teaching y'all to be so hateful towards your own brothers and sisters in America? My mama and daddy, well, my mama, they never told us to hate Jamaicans and Haitians and look at y'all differently as a different people. But y'all, you despise your own brothers and sisters in America. Oh, my mama told me when I get to America, do not mess with Black Americans. They lazy, they sorry, they kill, they steal. Oh yeah, my daddy told me when I get to America, do not deal with Black. What is wrong with y'all parents? To teach y'all to hate your own brother, to hate your own sister. We don't hate y'all. We wasn't raised like y'all, man. I'm keeping it real. Y'all hate your own brothers and sisters when you come over here. You're disrespectful, man. You have no respect. That's why FBA is delineated from y'all. Because you don't know how to be respectful. So when you have disrespectful family members, what you do with them? You get away from them until they learn some respect. I just saw a video earlier of a young woman who was Jamaican. She say her family told her that we was lazy, we don't work hard, all we do is kill, steal, rob. Girl, what's wrong with your parents? Sitting up there lying to you all the way in Jamaica, telling you and regurgitating something they heard in America from the media or from movies, but you won't get the experience for yourself so you can see that's not true? You're going to regurgitate a white man, but when y'all come over here, you cleave to the white man, but you despise your brothers and sisters when you get here. What's wrong with your parents? I was never taught to hate Haitians. I was never taught to hate Jamaicans. I was never taught to hate Caribbeans. But y'all are taught to hate your Black American brothers and sisters. Your mama and your daddy is goofy. Because they teaching you wrong, dog. We the reason why you get to come to America and enjoy America, and you don't say thank you to your Black brothers and sisters who done fought on the front lines for you. Soon as y'all get over here, you're disrespectful. all online being disrespectful, saying all type of nasty and derogatory things about your Black American brothers and sisters, which is the tribe of Israel. Y'all Israelites too. You think God pleased with y'all? That's why he got Trump sending y'all up out of here, because you're disrespectful. And Somalians, you ain't my brother. I ain't talking about you, bobblehead. I am not talking about Somalians. I'm not you, bobblehead. I'm talking about my brother and sister. We need to have a real conversation. Your mama and your daddy taught you wrong. And you need to go back to your mama and daddy and say, man, you taught me to hate my own people, man. Them my brothers and sisters in America. We the same people, but you taught me to hate them. And I grew up hating them. And I ain't never had no experience with none of them, but I just hate them for no reason because what you told me, mama and daddy. Well, where you get that from, mama and daddy? Well, I got it from the media. I got it from the movies. But have you ever been around a Black American to experience them for yourself? No. So how you know they like that then, mama? Daddy? That's just what I heard, baby. So you're a regurgitator of stupidity. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, man. They still our people. They got dropped off, but they disrespectful. And I'm going to do you like I do my disrespect for family members. I get away from you. I don't want to deal with you until you learn some respect and learn how to act with your other brothers and sisters. You think we going to tolerate disrespect with what we've been through in America? And then you say, well, y'all got it good in America. You got a lot of opportunities in America. You don't live in America. We've been redlined. You know what redlining is? And you sitting up here talking from Jamaica, talking from the Caribbean, talking from Haiti. We've been redlined. We can't live where we want to live. We can't work where we want to work. We can't do what we want to do. We get harassed all the time. So we are not complaining. What your mama and daddy told you is a lie. We don't complain. We speak truth. And nobody wouldn't know what going on in America if we stayed quiet. So we speak our truth. You don't understand our truth because you're not here to experience this truth. So your mama and your daddy need to teach y'all better and stop teaching y'all to hate your Israelite brothers and sisters in America. And this is why they delineate from your behind, because you don't have no respect. Now, I'm not talking to all the Jamaicans and all the Haitians. I'm talking about the ones who disrespectful. Everybody over there not disrespectful. Everybody not a goofball over there. I'm talking to the ones that's disrespectful, not all of y'all. Come on now. I can't just put all of y'all in one pot. Just like you can't put all of us in one pot. So stop doing it. Because the more y'all do it, the more we're going to get away from y'all. And then you're going to be calling on your brothers and sisters. Why y'all not helping us, Black Americans? Because you don't have no respect. That's why. Who want to be around a disrespectful person? Nobody. Anybody have any questions? We just in here rocking and rolling, family. And one thing y'all brother K. Judah gonna do that people appreciate me for, and that's speaking truth, family. Speaking truth to power. Not sugarcoating nothing, but speaking truth. Whether a person like it or not, I'm gonna speak the truth. I'm not finna lie in front of y'all. I'm gonna speak the truth. If it hurt you, I'm speaking truth. The truth hurt, family. Because we've been hurt by many years and many moons by the way y'all treat us. Talking about we ain't got no culture. We ain't never did nothing. We ain't never built nothing. What have y'all ever done? What is wrong with y'all people, man? What you mean we don't have no culture? And I ain't gonna even get on Ham. See, I don't care about Somalians and Ham disrespecting us because that's just what they gonna do. I can't believe your mama and daddy's of our own stock, own Israelite brother and sister taught you to hate your brother. That's what I can't understand. I don't care what Ham talking about because his feet ashy. I don't care about what the Somalians talking about. His head can't fit in the microwave. I don't care about other people. I'm talking about our brothers and sisters who have been taught to hate their own Israelite brothers and sisters. When y'all say we don't got no culture, dog, when I step out my house, I'm culture. My food culture. I dance culture. My clothes is culture. My mama from Louisiana, that's also a part of my culture. The food is culture. The clothing is culture. Our rhythm is culture. Our swag is culture. Our intellect is culture. Our education is culture. What are you talking about? Y'all mimic us around the world. We don't mimic nobody. Everybody mimic Black Americans. We are the culture. Y'all watching us. We ain't watching nobody else. The whole world watch us. Asians mimic us. Japanese mimic us. Africans mimic us. Africans you can't dress to. Boy, if y'all don't stop putting on all them rainbow colors, then your pants sagging all the way down there with doo-doo stains in your drawers. You look terrible, Ham. And then now y'all trying to get waves like Black Americans, but we ain't got no culture. And Ham, I know it took you 2 years to get them waves. Because, boy, y'all got sandpaper hair. You do not got hair like Black Americans. We have woolly hair. You don't got woolly hair. Your hair is sandpaper hair, not woolly hair, Ham. We got woolly hair. So we can do waves, taper fades, braids, locks. Ham, you got to go 2 years to do what we can do in 1 day. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, family. Can we keep it real today? Everybody mimicking Black Americans, then they tell y'all we ain't got no culture. But when they singing songs, it's the songs that Black Americans made. Make it make sense. Can we make it make sense? Let me get out of here, man. Do anybody have any questions? One thing about your enemy, we don't care about you being disrespectful because we're going to give it right back to you, Ham. Just like the Somalians. You ain't nothing but a bunch of thieves, but got the audacity to talk about how great y'all are as a people and God gave y'all Minnesota. What is it in the Bible that he gave you Minnesota, Bobblehead? I never read that at one time in my life that he gave you Minnesota. You right by Ethiopia. You the same people as Ethiopia, your kinfolk. But y'all come all the way over here to rob America, steal money from this place. You marry each other, and then got the audacity to open your mouth against Black Americans. Man, if you don't be quiet, log head, no, you can't get no taper fade. It's going to take 365 days to cut a Somalian head. A whole year just going around that boy head, the head so big. And Ham is all the way on the continent of Africa. This boy is trying to rap like us. He trying to dress like us. The boy got on some pants that sag all the way down to his ankle, showing his drawers. He got a big old bubble jacket on. He got multiple colors on when the Lord told us do not mix colors. So, Ham, you don't even know how to dress. Come on now. We got to keep it real, fam. Anybody got any questions, man? I'm just fired up, fam. I'm just fired up. Sister Eve got a song got called We Are the Blueprint. Powerful song. And she absolutely correct. We are the blueprint. We are the salt of the earth. You know what I'm saying? But everything starts here from America and then it's spread out to other cultures. Everybody mimic Black Americans. Everybody. Everybody, family. It don't matter where you at on this globe. You're going to find what Black Americans do in America and every other culture. Matter of fact, I'm going to play Sister Eve's song before I get up out of here. Just so y'all can see her talents and gifts. That she put that song together is powerful. Now, I'm just cracking some jokes, y'all. But at the end of the day, I'm also speaking truth to power. Now, I want to tell y'all something. I always got to say this. My mama never taught me to hate nobody. So this is not me. See, the beautiful thing about Black Americans is that we don't have to hate nobody to be great. We don't got to diminish nobody to be great. We wake up great. We enjoy ourselves. We enjoy each other. We enjoy our culture. Everybody got to hate us to feel good about themselves, but we don't have to hate you to feel good about ourselves. That says a lot about you. They don't say nothing about us. So when people be talking about our people, it really irks me, man. It really burns my soul. Because don't open your mouth against our people unless you've been experiencing what we have experienced. And none of you nations have experienced what we have experienced. Ham is all the way in Africa running his mouth in his own homeland that he should be building, but he come all the way to America to get a better life, leaving his homeland and got the audacity to say we don't have no culture. But he come over here to mimic our culture. And they doing it on the continent of Africa right now. Go on TikTok and look at all the videos of the Africans. Go look at the clothes they got on. Go look at how they try to do the music and they hat and try to rap and try to get locks and try to look just like Black Americans. Even try to talk like Black Americans. Get swag like Black Americans. Make it make sense. That's all I'm saying, man. I don't gotta hate you to be great. My people wake up great. You the one gotta be hateful to feel good about yourself. I don't hate nobody, and I still feel good about myself. Because I know what y'all created. I know what mama put in me. I know what mama told me when I was little. You're going to do great things, son. And I have done great things in my life, but the greatest of all is me teaching the word of Yah. That's the greatest of all. And I don't got to hate you to be great. Ham, Somalians. Let me play my sister video. Oh yeah, we did already. Dan was heavily in idolatry. So I asked my brother Short Sham, they was all in idolatry though. No, man, y'all need to go read the Testament of Dan. And you need to go see what Dan did for whatever reason, even though all the tribes was in idolatry. Whatever Dan did to tick y'all off, he did not put him in 144,000. He put Ephraim in there. Dan was so heavily in idolatry. I mean, that's all this man was doing is idolatry. That's why he not in there. That's why he not in there. And we did a lesson on it called the 144,000 and the tribe of Dan. And I showed in the book who Dan is in the book called Operation Moses. And that's another thing, family. I'm going to start doing the book for the week. I already put up one book called Blackest F, the history. It brought a sister to tears, man. The book is so powerful. Our ancestors wasn't no joke. And I also read the Huey P. Newton book. That book was powerful. And then I read some other books, like, books about Israelites and Israelites on the continent of Africa and stuff like that. So I'm going to start putting up a book a week just so y'all can see these good books that I be reading. But it's good to read, family. It really is. And that's how I be knowing a lot of this stuff, because I be reading, family. Same thing that we all can do, because we are smart people. We are very intelligent and intellectual people. And everybody want to mimic that intellect and intelligence. So what they tell us, y'all not intelligent, y'all dumb and stupid. Boy, be quiet, man. You can't convince us nothing stupid like that. You can't convince us nothing stupid like that. I'm not going to even call you dumb and stupid, because I ain't got to be disrespectful to get my point across. You got to be disrespectful to get your point across. I got your sister Eve. Let me go to it right now. I'm going to play my sister video, then I'm going to get up out of here. If anybody got any questions, though, please feel free to ask. This is a platform where we ask, you can ask your questions. But the analyzer, that is why Dan is not in there. That boy was heavily into idolatry. In the Testament of Dan, the 12 patriarchs, the boy was heavily into idolatry, man. Heavy. I'm talking about, they all was, though. But, man, for whatever reason, Dan ticked the Most High off. He ticked them off. And that boy ain't even in 144,000. Okay, let me go to Sister Eve channel. And we're going to play this. She did an excellent job on this video right here, the blueprint. Here we go. Let me make the screen big. All right, here we go. I want to thank my sister for making this song too. It's powerful. My beloved sister Yehudi, if you get a book, my sister, called Operation Moses, it'll actually tell you that the Philistines is the tribe of Dan. And during the Operation Moses, the Israeli government airlifted a lot of them to Israel. And a lot of them fight in the Israeli military too. And they were sterilizing the women. So a lot of our brothers and sisters that of the tribe, now Dan's still gonna be a part of the tribes. He still got his gate. He still got his stone. But Yehudi is not lying though that some of our people was involved in selling their own brothers and sisters. Now, at what time frame that was, y'all got to look that up. But I know without a shadow of a doubt that some of our own people in tribes are fighting against their own brothers and doing dirty things, using dirty tactics against their own people. So I'm not going to say my sister Yehudi wrong, but I know that the Philistine Jews are the tribe of Dan from the book called Operation Moses, Operation Solomon. It's a powerful book, family. And that's what I'm saying. You got to get these books because the truth is always in our face, y'all. Always. It's right there in our face. They hide a lot of things, but it's always in our face. All right, let me go to my sister video.
Just a creative guy with great ideas until he started creating with Artlist's all-in-one AI platform.
And
We are the blueprint. The Eve Way Productions.
From the braids to the slang to the sneakers, they copy every move like believers. Turn our pain into gold, make it look easy. Turn a side-eye stare to a TV. Every rhythm that you run to, we birthed it. Every style they said was too much, not perfect. Took our stories, tried to scrub out the credit, but the soul stays loud, can't edit it. We are the blueprint. Every step that you take got roots in us. They study how we move, then loosen up. Say it proud, say it clear when the truth hits. Nobody does it better, we the proof. We are the blueprint. Every wave that you ride, we drew that map. Turn every closed door to a thunderclap. Say it proud, say it clear when the truth hits. Nobody does it better, we the blueprint. Make the cool out of scraps in the kitchen. Turn the block to a stage, now they listen. From the charts to the slang in your caption, we the spark, y'all the chain reaction. Took the too loud laugh, made it freeborn. Took the way that we walk, now you need it. They can borrow all the shine, never steal this. We the heartbeat under every hit list. We are the blueprint. Every step that you take got roots in us. They study how we move, then loosen up. Say it proud, say it clear when the truth is. Nobody does it better, we the blue, we are the blueprint. Every wave that you ride, we drew that map. Turn every closed door to a thunderclap. Say it proud, say it clear when the truth is. Nobody does it better, we the blueprint.
The Eve Way Productions.
Come on, man. Talking about we ain't got no culture. Come on, man. Excellent video, Sister E. From the rooftop to the bottom. To everybody in the back. We are the culture. We are the blueprint. Boy, we are great people, boy. That's why I wake up every day excited and happy like a kid. You can't steal my joy. I wake up every day happy like a kid, jumping up and down, just happy to be in the land of the living and knowing how great my people are. See, my people are so great that I don't need to watch nobody else culture. I'm too caught up in my own culture. I got enough going on in my culture that can sustain me daily, 7 days out the week. Whether it's cooking shows, whether it's podcasts, whether it's our people who do media, whether it's our people singing and dancing and acting, whether it's our people just working in hospitals, giving us game on holistic medicines, and whether it's brothers or so. Come on, man. We got so much going on. I'm fascinated by my own culture. What I need to watch you for? Come on, man. I'm out of here, family. Great video, Sister Eve. Powerful. Powerful. All right, family. If nobody don't have any other questions or anything, I just want to tell y'all, enjoy the rest of y'all morning. Big salute to the mighty nation of Israel. Big salute to all my brothers and sisters scattered in the diaspora to the four corners of the earth, the diaspora. Salute to all our brothers and sisters. Hey, y'all see that Haiti? You see that Jamaica? I say salute to all my brothers and sisters. Y'all need to learn how to do the same. Y'all need to learn how to stop having hate for your own brothers and sisters in America, because Yah is watching and he is not pleased with your heart. So to all our brothers and sisters scattered to the four corners of the earth, even on the continent, all the way to the UK, all the way to the Caribbean, all the way to Haiti to Jamaica, all the way to Vietnam and Russia and China, because we got people everywhere. I say salute and peace to the mighty nation of Israel, all 12 tribes. Many blessings, family. Thank y'all for participating in this sword swinging session.
Yeah. The waves stood high, the night was cold, feet on the sand, hearts feeling bold, a path of dry where waters flow. Oh, step by step they march through time. Oh, faith in Yeshua, hearts aligned. Oh, yeah, Yeshua brought us through the sea. Oh, yeah, parted the water, set us free. With his power, with his might, turn the dark into light. Egypt's chariots chasing fast, chains of the past they couldn't outlast. Freedom ahead, no looking back. Lifted hands to the open sky. A miracle where the ocean lies. Yeshua brought us through the sea. Oh yeah, parted the water, set us free. With his power, with his might, turn the dark into light. Well, the dark into light. Oh yeah. Well, the dark into light.
In the words of my beloved sister August Dreams, thank y'all for coming to the Lion's Den with your brother K. Judah, Mr. Michael Jackson Bad with the scriptures, the CUC family. Big salute to my brother Short Shan. Big salute to the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology. Big salute to my beloved brother Elder Bro Tim, and all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat, the mighty nation of Israel. Let's get it. And your brother K. Judah want to say shalom and bless.